Let's write a program to compute the total and the average of 5 scores entered by the user. We have already come up with the algorithm or the list of steps. Let's implement those steps. I'm going to assume that all my scores are integers. Therefore, declare all the scores or the variables corresponding to the scores. I also assume that my total is an integer, and I assume that my average is a float. Next, I will have a small prompt, which is an indication to the user saying, enter 5 scores. Then I read the scores using scanf. We have already completed this. Percentile D, percentile D, percentile D, percentile D, and percentile D. So that's 5 scores, and store them in S1, S2, S3, S4, and S5. We have the scores. Now it's time to do the operations. So total equals S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5. I'm giving an extra space over here. You can choose to ignore it, but this looks much more clean. That's my total computation. An average can be computed as total divided by 5.0. So if I do total over 5, if I do total over 5, I'm going to show you what happens. Printf total is percentile D and average is percentile F, comma, total, comma, average. Let's go ahead and run this. Let me choose the language as C. Okay, enter 5 scores. I'm going to enter simple ones. Let's say 60, 70, 80, say 75, and 82. Enter. The total is 367 and the average is 73.4. Let's see what happens if I remove the 5.0, and let me just put it as 5. In this case, the total would have been 367. 367 over 5, which is 73. So you do not get the decimal point. In fact, it's going to show 73.000000. My first score is 60, 70, 80. Let me enter 84, and let me enter 89. So the total is 383 and the average is 76.0, whereas the average should have been 76.6. Another way to write this would be, switch it back to 5.0. The other way would be S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5. Now, if you look at this expression here, it's not going to do S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5 first. In fact, it is just going to do S5 over 5.0 and then add all that to S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4. This is why brackets are very important. If I enclose this in brackets, only then I can get the right answer. So you can either choose to put total in place of this thing, or you can write the whole thing and put it in brackets.